welcome. Katie here. Thanks so much for joining me on the Imagine Crafts YouTube channel. Today I've got another way to use your VersaFine Clair re-inkers. You can do this with your ink pads. I discussed it briefly in the last video that I filmed. I don't know which is going to come first. So it's the luck of the draw at this point. But for the month of April, I've got two techniques. Well, it's the same technique, but I'm using two different cardstocks, two different papers, substrates, to show you how you can apply the VersaFine Clair re-inkers or ink pads using felt, the felt pads, like you would alcohol ink. And what's cool about this technique is you don't have to have the re-inker. You can use your ink pads. However, for today's video, I don't show the ink pad. It's the butterfly one. So if you're scrolling through Imagine's channel or possibly my channel and you see a butterfly card, happy birthday butterfly card, that's going to show you using the ink pad. So I've got some isopropyl alcohol. This one happens to be 91%, but you can use 70, whatever. The only difference is it's the water content, so it's no big shakes. Use what you have. We do need, which is important, these little felt pieces, and you can pick those up at rangerscrapbook.com. I'll link them down below. You can get them cheap at Amazon too. And then of course you need your little Velcro applicator tools to apply the felt pads. So I did this earlier, and I'll show you what this one looks like. I don't know if we're going to get the same look. Hopefully we will. But this is what it's going to look like. And I did trim it down, so you know, I took a little bit off because I'm using it based on my card base. So you can reuse these, and the only thing that you want to do is add more isopropyl alcohol. This little pad has baby pink re-inker and hawthorn rose, and then you just kind of dab it on. Now you can see it's kind of faint here, which is okay. When it gets like that, that's when you might want to add a little bit more re-inker, and it doesn't have to be a lot, just a couple of dabs. Even one dab. In the butterfly video, I show it's just one dab. So you don't have to get crazy with it. Now, because I'm not showing it in this video, if you need to use your ink pads, grab one of them just to show you. What you'll do is the same thing. You're going to add your alcohol. Sorry, I'm a little close here. You're going to add your alcohol to your felt pad and then rub it across. That way it'll pick up on the felt. Smushing it in doesn't, and dabbing it on to pick up the ink doesn't really work that well. So just sliding it across the ink pad is going to be great. Now, when you get a little heavy like that, because usually when you re-ink, and you know, when you add more ink, it's best, get that out of there because that's glue, to go ahead and have just a clean felt with some clean, you know, fresh alcohol on there, just some plain alcohol, and then you can dab it off and soften it up. Okay, now this pad, and I thought I had an extra one. This pad has a combo of inks. So I started with some verdant, then I added in some grass green, and then I did one little drop. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I did warm breeze. I do have a oh, there it is. Twilight's rolling around here somewhere. So I did some verdant. Oh no, wait, this is grass green and verdant. I apologize. Grass green and verdant. This one was warm breeze and a little bit of, probably a little bit of grass green based on what I see on here. and some Twilight. Just a drop of the Twilight. Because I just wanted a little bit of dark blue in there. All right, come in with this. You can see, and it gets real vibrant. But when you want to take some of it off, it makes it super easy. It really gives you quite a bit of flexibility. Oh wait, I'm going to use this one because that's what I used the last time to clean up. And really, where you go with it is up to you. And how far and the way that you want it to look is going to be totally up to you. I'm going to bring this in. And I like the fact that these can be reused, so it feels a little less wasteful. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add in our green, because that really, yellow and green. And if you know your color theory, you'll know that you'll be able to add in yellows and blues to create greens. And so you're going to be able to get some cool variations. And so I'm going to just bring in that one little drop of Twilight. Get a little alcohol on there. That's going to spread it out. Switch out to our clean pen, and you could totally eliminate the pink and purple. But it's nice to be able to commingle them together sometimes. Got to be careful so we don't make brown. I'm going to grab, oh, there it is, this clear pad here, and get a little bit of alcohol on that. That way I can and if you let it dry in between, you're going to be able to get more of this, where you get these nice little drops. And that's what's great about the 91%. It's going to allow it to dry faster for you. I feel like I need maybe some more ink on this. Let me grab some pink. Not too bad. This one's a little bit darker. Compare it. So not too bad. This one's just a little bit lighter. So just depends on how heavy-handed you are with applying your inks. Some things out of the way. Actually gonna, just because I know how I am. I have to trim that so. And you can see that it wasn't totally dry, so I probably should do that again. Okay, so this is just a really old embossing folder from Stampin' Up. It is the Subtle 3D embossing folder, and I just love it when you want just a simple texture. I've got this Happy Mother's Day sentiment, so we're going to make a Mother's Day card. This Happy Mother's Day sentiment from the Greetery. It's from their... Oh yeah, To Mom with Love. And then I'm using, and I don't know, oh, here it is. The Devine Peony from Simon Says Stamp. Nice big floral spot. Now I want to trim this down, but it is still a little bit wet. Once it dries, it's fine. It's not going to smear on you or anything like that, but it's Yupo paper that I'm using. So a craft plastic, same stuff. I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning of the video. In the butterfly video, depending on when you see which, that is watercolor paper. So I did the very same technique, just using watercolor paper. So you can get some different results depending on the type of paper that you use. And the Devine Peony, I cut that out with the Oceanside cardstock from Spellbinders. And I think I want to add some shimmer, so I'm going to use the Sheer Shimmer Sparkle over the top, just to give it a little something extra. And we'll dry that real quick too. It's pretty, isn't it? Get a little shimmer on it. All right. So I think I'm going to cut this. I'm going to go. Just want to see which end to cut. It's scraping on there. I have to clean my board. I think I'm just going to adhere this down real quick because that'll help while we wait. All right, Mother's Day sentiment. And this I stamped up in Twilight, and it kind of smudged a little bit, but I thought it went really well with that Oceanside cardstock. It does seem kind of dark in there, doesn't it? You could switch this out with a white flower. I didn't die cut the white because I had cut this out, and I thought, oh, we'll just use that. It all looked nice. I'm thinking down here. There. A little tiny smudge over there, but nothing major. Not too bad. I like the shimmer. It came out pretty good. And another background that you can create just using different paper. And that'll dry. It's kind of shiny, but it'll dry. And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next video.